Okay, let's bring R.C. Maxwell in. I can't tell you how classic this is. I've looked at a million of these over my time in this line of work. This is one of the. It's not. It becomes funny, but it's funny because their actions. Katie Hobbs is running for governor. She won't get on a debate stage. RC, you tracked her down, and there's so many amazing human moments in that. She knocks down the drink, and RC goes, "Hey, you knocked your drink down. You just going to leave it for the crew to pick up?" She goes into a bathroom and locks herself in, and then Mr. Wolf's there. Mr. Wolf's in the bathroom. Brother, I got to tell you, it's a classic. Tell us, she's got to have PTSD now. She'll never debate. R.C. Maxwell actually made it so that Katie Hobbs will never debate Carrie Lake. Impossible. She's got PTSD from this. R.C., talk to us about it. How did you get all this great footage? How did you do this? Really,
Well,
this
thanks for
interview?
having me on, Steve. It's a pleasure to be here. This is what we do at Project Veritas. We go the umpteenth mile in order to get comment and to get kind of the unadulterated truth from people running for state office, people who are elite. And in the case of Secretary Hobbs, she's already someone who is Secretary of State of Arizona. She holds statewide office. And look, you've seen these kinds of interviews. I've done these kinds of interviews. James O'Keefe has. Um, Sometimes people don't like to talk. Most of the time, you'll see members of private enterprise, maybe a Pfizer executive who may run. We've never seen someone quite of the stature of Miss Hobbs, someone who runs state office, Secretary of State, actually run in this manner. Recently, I had an interview with Senator Murkowski of Alaska. She had the dignity and respect to answer my questions, and you may not like her answers, but she did that. Secretary Hobbs, on the other hand, we've kind of seen this trend from her, an inability to kind of uh, be an adult and face things head on. They say when you run from your problems, you're running a race you can't win. And in this situation, Secretary Hobbs is getting criticism from all sides from not debating her opponent, Carrie Lake, for not talking policy. And I think we're seeing a bit of a glimpse why. Our undercover reporter was able to obtain footage of Miss Hobbs discussing her disdain for talking policy, even with her own constituents in Arizona. So this is definitely an interesting time. This footage is taking off in Arizona. We have still yet to get a reaction from the candidate. She still has not commented publicly on this, although she did announce that she will be doing a one-on-one 30-minute interview with Arizona Public Broadcasting. So she'll speak with certain members of the media,
But but
perhaps
but
because
but, but she's trying to there's like a debate because Carrie Lake's coming after us, but not. Here's of the footage which is so stunning. When you sit down, you could be any news guy. You could be with MSNBC or whatever. You put the thing and you say, "Hey, I've got a couple of questions about policy." What politician and state leader, and she's an executive, the Secretary of State, who would not at least let you ask a couple of questions and then say she immediately, as soon as she sees you, she's running for the hills. In fact, knocks over the Coke and doesn't even look back. She's just sprinting and gets nervous and then runs into a bathroom. Who does that? What elected official, what executive in the executive branch of Arizona would do that instead of sitting there saying, okay, how tough are your questions going to be? I mean, you're going to ask, about elections. You'll ask about her running for governor. You'll ask the typical kind of things that reporters ask. What's so shocking, as soon as she sees you with the microphone, she's out. Am I wrong? Is that what it essentially was when you were doing it in real time?
well, she was kind of startled before I identified myself as a Project Veritas reporter, and then once I did that, she definitely didn't want to have any involvement in that. Look, you say this is what reporters typically do. This is what reporters traditionally do, but we're in a new world of media, Steve. You know this better than most. These elected officials, these elites, they have backroom deals with members of the media where they don't have to answer tough questions about policy. We're less than 30 days out from a vote, yet we've still not seen a compare and contrast between the two individuals running for governor in Arizona. And Katie Hobbs is the reason for that. She will not debate Miss Hobbs. In her mind, she says publicly she won't do it because Carrie Lake is a liar. Although, wouldn't you want to expose a liar in a debate? Although, privately, what we've determined is that Miss Hobbs does not have an affinity for policy, which asks you, why is she running for governor?
Yeah. RC, incredible. I will tell you, I know because I've been checking. It's going super viral in Arizona. This is going to have a big impact on the election because people are saying, "Why is this woman not going to debate?" And then she won't even talk to a reporter. She runs and hides in the bathroom. If you want to be governor of a major state like Arizona, you can't be hiding in the bathroom from a reporter. RC, how do people follow you on social media? How do they find out more about your reporting? And I know you're going to be following up on this story.
Well, obviously, like our other reporter, James O'Keefe, and our main account at Project Veritas, I am banned on Twitter. However, I am still on Instagram, and you can follow Project Veritas on Telegram to see our updates. Steve, I'm not going to give too much away, but you can read between the lines. All I'll say is that Project Veritas doesn't have any more reporters in Arizona in any campaigns. We have no more reporters anywhere in the country. So if you're hiding information, please rest easy and let it all hang.
R.C. Maxwell, thank you very much for joining us. Fantastic job out there in Arizona. Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.